Teenage Engineering is a Swedish electronics consumer company that prioritizes making musical instruments that is designed for the studio and for the field. Today, we are going to be taking a look and reviewing their brand new microphone, the CM-15 Supercardioid Studio Condenser Microphone. Now, I highly recommend that you wear a pair of headphones just so you can hear the best results from this video. In this video, I'm going to use this microphone in ways that the developers did not intend it to be used. This is an instrument that is supposed to be used in a high-end studio, but we are going to use it in more of a content creator gaming sense. I'm going to show you guys what this microphone sounds like in its raw, processed, and what it sounds like going through OBS during a live stream. But other than that, you guys already know who it is. It is the biggest bird in the verse, FC, aka Fried Chicken. Let's hop right into it. Before we get started, let me just quickly brush over some of the features that this microphone actually has. Starting off with the kickstand. This microphone also has a USB Type-C connection, so you can plug it to your computer or phone, and then also a mini XLR and a headphone jack for feedback. Next, on the back of the microphone will be the gain settings. It has 3 separate gain settings from 0, 14 to 32 dB of gain. Usually I like to keep mine right in the middle because it sounds perfect when I'm doing my voiceovers. But now, let me show you what this microphone sounds like in its raw form. In its rawest form, this microphone does sound amazing, truly does, very clear with your vocals, but it's hypersensitive, so it also picks up everything in the background as well. Right now, I have the gain on the microphone set to the 14 dB medium setting, and I believe it just sounds excellent. But again, without post-processing, you're not going to be able to, block out all those background noises. And as a streamer or a content creator, that does make everything, because you don't want all that noise in the background while you're playing the game, doing a voiceover, or streaming live for your audience. Now, this microphone is a large diaphragm condenser microphone, so you have to keep that in mind. That's why it's super sensitive and able to pick up so much audio in every direction you may have it pointed. Now, I also wanted to show you guys what this microphone sounds like when you have it connected to a smartphone. Now, this would come in handy if you're out in the field doing interviews with people, or just trying to capture some vocals or sounds and stuff like that. You can use this microphone just for that because it does have its own built-in power source. But let's head over to the phone test. This is a test with the CM-15 with it attached to an external device like a smartphone. In my case, I am using an iPhone, so hopefully it sounds real good. Right now, I have the microphone set to its medium dB settings. It has 3 separate gain levels, low, medium, and high. And this is its medium setting. In my opinion, this sounds good, but it's very muffled sounding in comparison to the highest setting. Now, if I want to bring it to its lowest dB setting, which is -4, as you can tell, it's very quiet. I'm still speaking here at room volume. If I bring it up to my face real closely, which is not how you're supposed to use this microphone because you can damage it by breathing into it too hard. It's nice, but not nice at the same time. So if you want the best audio quality, I recommend you set it to high setting. With high setting, you can hold it away from your face. It can pick up everything from a distance or on you. Now, I was at a bar recently with this microphone, testing it out and talking with people with it. And I noticed that this microphone was able to hyper focus on the vocals that was being talked into the microphone. I don't know if it's part of the phone doing this, processing the vocals only, but it was able to pick up the vocals very clearly out in a bar setting. When I hook it up to the computer, it's a different story. If I'm not running post-processing software, then it picks up literally everything. So I'm thinking the phone may have a reason why it's picking up only the vocals instead of all the background noise. But yeah, the highest setting is my personal favorite. If I'm ever going to use this microphone out in the field again, since it is a field microphone, this is the setting I would use it on if I'm going to be doing like an interview or talking to someone. If you're playing an instrument, then knock it down, since instruments can, obviously hit higher frequencies than what the vocal range is capable of.
What is up, internet? It is the biggest bird in the verse, FC, aka Fried Chicken. We are at Bar Citizen, and I can't wait to get some drinks and meet some people because it's going to be a fun time overall. Hopefully the audio isn't too loud or too crazy. I'm using a condenser microphone, but yeah, it should be a good time overall out here at Bar Citizen. Take a look. These are all the people who came out to show themselves for Bar Citizen. I think it's really cool, really good, but we are out here today having a good time.
So as you can hear, this microphone is doing an excellent job hyper-focusing on my voice. There is still a lot of background noise, but you're able to make up my voice very clearly without it being overly blown out by the background noise. Now, I want to show you guys what this microphone sounds like after post-processing. I do have a little disclaimer for everyone. I will be using the Elgato Wavelength software in order to post-process my vocals so I can get it sounding very sharp and very crisp and clear while removing all that background audio. So this is what my vocals sound like after processing. What I'm using is going to be an EQ, de-esser, and I'm also going to be using a background noise remover. Now, all of these play in a very important role if you're someone who's trying to be a gamer, content creator, or streamer, mainly because you don't want to have all that background noise. So for example, I'm going to start typing and talking at the same time. Hello, how's it going, everyone? It is the biggest bird in the verse, FC, aka Fried Chicken. I don't know if you were able to hear any of that typing, but let's do it again right in front of the microphone. No voice this time. Let's try clapping. And now let's just try tapping on the microphone itself. So having all of these things turned on really does make a huge difference when it comes to usability for your microphone, any microphone, in a gaming setting, just because it really does make it shine a lot better than if it was just in the raw, picking up all that background noise, cars driving by, wind hitting the windows, all of that stuff, because this is a very sensitive microphone and it will pick up all those noises if you don't post-process. Now, a couple things that I really do also enjoy about the CM-15 has to be one, its size, and two, its weight. This thing is absolutely tiny if I compare it to my other microphones. Its diaphragm is so small and so compact that I'm just able to just utilize it in more ways than my other microphones. For example, the Beacon microphone is such a heavy microphone that it constantly makes my boom arm drop down a little bit because of how heavy it is in comparison to all my other microphones. This thing weighs nothing. It's small, compact, so small I can fit it in my pocket. But now let me show you what this microphone sounds like during a live stream. Now I got to give you guys some fair warning. I do use a compressor for when I live stream, mainly because if you use OBS, something like that, what happens is that the audio automatically gets muted a little bit. It gets deafened, your vocals do. And so a compressor will really help bring out your audio just so it's, more audible. Because without it, your viewer base isn't going to be able to really hear you that well. So you want to make sure your vocals are very loud and proud without distortion or, clipping or picking too hard. So you really want it to be just, very subtle. And that's what the compressor is. But let's now go over to a live stream to show you what it sounds like. Just for you guys to know, I'm using both my game controller and my mouse for this part. So I'm using double the action. Using the controller to quickly reload the gun. Using the mouse to aim. The more you watch, the less you understand, I guess. We're good, we're good. See how fast it is when you just know where you're going? Double time. I fucking missed! Oh, we're so busted. Damn. And boom, that is the Teenage Engineering's CM-15 Super Cardioid Condenser Microphone. In my opinion, this thing performs very well in every field I would use it. Voiceovers, commentary, and streaming. Everything sounds really good. Streaming though is a little bit on the lower end, mainly because when you add the compressor to it, it does make the audio sound overblown out. But I added a clip with the compressor also turned off while live streaming, and even though that the vocals were very clear, you just aren't really able to hear it. If you're someone who's rocking headphones, the audio will come in very low and you're just not able to get a good feel on how it sounds, which is not what you're looking for when you're doing live streams. But overall, as a communication device or just commentary, voiceovers, it performs excellent. Now, if you guys want me to do a comparison of all of my microphones, let me know. I can do a raw and process to show you guys what each microphone sounds like. Comment down below and ask about it. I might do it, might not do it. It's going to be a long video if I do it, but yeah. Again, I do appreciate everyone for coming out to the video. Thank you for all the support. You guys already know who it is. It is the biggest bird in the verse, FC, aka Fried Chicken. Big Bird out.